regardless of all of that, the beauty of being a part of a faith that is not so much about being, but always about becoming, is that you belong. You're welcome. I usually say the same thing to people on the first day of DTS. I think I've told you now. But you belong. And you are welcome. And when I say you are welcome, I don't actually mean like the projection of yourself, or you on your best day, or you on your worst day, or you, the you that we, exacerbate to one another, but the actual self, you. All of your joys, all of your sorrows, all of your goodness, all of your wickedness, all of you is welcome. Your whole person, everything that makes you you, everything that is divinely attributed to your character, every bit of it is welcome and affirmed and welcome in this space, this thing we call Christianity. And that's one of the things I love about this story that we get to align ourselves with. And one of the things that flows out of that, and I hope somebody's told you this before, at this point in the game of DTS, but if not, maybe let me be the first one to see it. We are wounded healers. And the beauty of being wounded healers is, please, if you don't get anything out of your whole DTS, get this. You do not have to figure it out. You do not have to get your life right. You do not have to sort out all of your junk. It is not your righteousness or your ability to permeate anything that gives you the beauty and the authority to be an instrument for the peace of God to manifest itself in the world. It is not your goodness that gives you any authority to heal anybody. It is not your righteousness that gives you any authority to welcome others into the story. It is actually precisely your woundedness. It's through the cracks that the light comes in. It is your woundedness that gives you the authority to heal others. It's why I continue to this day to think that Alcoholics Anonymous is the most successful Christian denomination on the planet. Because it consists of a number of folks who get together on any given day, sit in a circle and recognize their own woundedness and recognize their own inability to make any difference in that, and give themselves over to something bigger, to Jesus, to community, to one anothering. On the day that I don't believe any of it, you can believe it for me. On the day that I don't feel like I got it together, it's in that precise moment that the grace is manifest in my life, and it's my woundedness, not my all-togetherness, that gives me the authority to welcome others into the journey, to heal people. So if you've been waiting to get it all figured out, don't. Because one, you never will, and two, it's not the point. It's not about getting it figured out. It's not about getting your life right. It's about letting go. And being okay with who we are, brokenness. And watching Jesus, transform that person into something beautiful, but also at the same time, welcoming the identity of my brokenness as a human being. So you don't have to get your shit together. You just gotta move from one step to the next and allow Jesus to be present in the midst of it. And please don't wait for your voice to carry weight in community, in your churches back home, in any space, until you got it all figured out. Because you never will. Please don't wait until feel like a super Andy Bird, whatever. Don't wait to be some Johnny Gillespie person. Just be you, be your person, man, and just allow who you are to be present. Your voice is valuable for what it is, not because of who it emulates. Your voice is valuable because you are you, and you are divinely utterly welcome in this thing we call Christianity and in the journey of communion and community that we have with one another. I love that I can walk into this room not really knowing most of you at all and have communion with you and fellowship and relationship and can be family regardless. And it's actually our woundedness that makes that possible. It's not the fact that we can all sit here self-righteously and say, look, we got it all together. We're saved. It's actually the fact that we sit here in the presence of grace and can say God has reconciled us to himself and one to another. That gives us the ability to be one. So if you haven't heard that anybody say that yet, I really hope you hear it today. You don't have to figure it out. You can just be you and actually embrace your woundedness like never before. Embrace your brokenness. Embrace the darkness within you. Embrace that. It is the space of authority for healing in this world, for South Africa, for wherever you are. Like, oh God, we need wounded healers. We don't need any more self-righteous healers who got it all sorted, who tell us how to be. We need more people who understand their brokenness and have witnessed God do something magical in their lives and welcome other people into that kind of a journey through woundedness, not through righteousness. Cool? That's about all I got to say, but one other thing I would say is the only way to do that is with one another. And so as you guys are wrapping things up in DTS and starting to think through life and next steps, and some of you are going home and some of you are going to get swept into this YWAM game for 10 years like I have been. And God knows what else happens in life. But regardless, I guarantee there's at least 2 prayers already going on in most of your lives, which is, God, what the hell am I doing and where am I supposed to do it? So you have this what and where thing going on. Anybody have that? Like, God, what am I doing? God, where do I do it? Maybe that's settled a little more in some of your spirits than others. I really want to encourage you that as you're praying the what and where, that you slip in another prayer, because I think it's more important than those 2. And that is with whom. So pray to God, what am I doing? Where am I doing it? But we all know, I hope you know at this point, that the only way you sustain, well, first of all, Christianity isn't Christianity outside the body. It is body, it is communion, it is community, it is one another. There is no island in Christianity. You just die. That's the reality of your life. So pray to God, what am I doing and where am I doing it? But I really would send it to you guys to begin to pray with whom too. Where is the community? Where are the people? Where are the friendships? Where are the mentors? Where are the people who sustain beauty in your life? Who bring out the most beautiful in you? Who welcome the most wretched in you. Where are the people who welcome the most wretched in you? Please gravitate towards those places. Right? So begin to add that to your prayer life if you haven't yet, and just start to ask those questions of God, with whom. Because the what and where always comes out of communion with one another. The visions on our souls, the greatest things that ever come, always come out of relationship anyway. So gravitate towards the with whom prayers. Life looks more beautiful when you do it that way. At least I've found that over the last decade or so in this mission. So ask those questions of yourself. Where are the people that bring me alive and welcome my wretchedness? That life can be beautiful, be it for a season, be it for forever. Where is the communion and community that I need? And pray those prayers. I would submit just let the other things maybe grow out of those spaces.